Hi, and welcome to Unit 1, Activity 3. We are starting to look at anthropology, psychology, and sociology as different disciplines. And what each of these disciplines allows us to do is to look at the world around us and to examine it from different perspectives or viewpoints. And that's the whole focus of Unit 1, Activity 3. This is actually what I loved about sociology when I took it in university. I was an English major and I was looking at becoming a journalist, and I had taken sociology courses as my elective course and fell in love with it because it allowed me to look at the world and understand it in a way that made sense, but also got me out of my own experiences and allowed me to look at the world through different lenses or different eyes. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. I wanted to remind you that on the course homepage is in the announcements, we have a number of things. This is a 2-week calendar. So this particular unit is going to take us 2 weeks. It's going to take us right up to March break in order to complete. I wanted to also point out that I've actually fixed the problem. You are now able to see those discussions in the calendar. So you'll see them as blue dots. But when you actually just look at these, the upcoming events, these are also links to the discussion. I've also posted them here with dates just to keep in line with what this calendar is saying, and so that you know when you have to participate in something. So if you're just logging in to potentially on February 27th and you see there's a discussion, you need to get it in by the end of the day on the 27th, because that discussion will close and you can no longer participate, and therefore you are not getting the marks for that discussion. You will notice that there are a lot of discussions in this activity, so it's really, really important that you're staying on top of those due dates. So let's get into it. I don't need to necessarily just go into these. What I really need is the information from content. So I know I'm in Unit 1, Activity 3. So we're going to go to the content and we're going to read through. Here we go. So the very first discussion is looking at the idea of viewpoints and looking at the different people that are involved in this situation and what viewpoint they might have. So what you're going to do for this discussion, because we know that by this here, is that you're going to be posting in the discussion. You're going to choose one of these two graphics, these pictures, and you're going to answer these questions down below here. When it says choose one of the viewpoints from your brainstorm list, what it's asking you to do is who would be involved in this situation, and then you're going to take on one of their perspectives. So for example, if I was to look and choose this picture, I might brainstorm in the first part there who this person is and why they might be involved in this interaction. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take on or role play who that person is in which to talk about their viewpoint. So I am thinking of the topic from the viewpoint of and identifying the person that you've chosen would be involved in that situation, and then describing the topic. One thing that it says here is using the question matrix. I wanted to show you and remind you that the question matrix is back in Unit 1, Activity 2. So we're going to scroll down here, and this would have been the activities that you just participated in. So scrolling down, Unit 1, Activity 2, the question matrix. So there is an interactive. If you don't remember this or you want to review it, there are videos in there from Unit 1, Activity 2. And you also have the question matrix to help you along the way, that you don't have to use this, but you can choose. So say, for example, we want to aim for this corner. However, I'm going to say who, and then I can choose along the way and create my question. So who and should. And then I can type up my question there. So it's asking you to use the question matrix in order to create or generate a question for this activity. So when you are done answering those questions, you're going to post it in the discussion, remembering that you have access to those discussions in the content, in the calendar, in the announcements, and when you go back to the main screen, you even have the discussions icon. So you actually have 4 choices in which to get into that discussion to be able to participate in it. So make sure you're meeting those due dates. So this is this week, we're only going to do 3 discussions. So this is number 1. Number 2 is about ethnocentrism. And so you're going to watch this video right here. If for whatever reason YouTube videos aren't showing up, please make sure that you message me, and I would be happy. I might actually type up the name of the video right up here. All videos are found in YouTube, but sometimes there's firewalls blocking you. So you're going to watch this, and you're going to post in the discussion, connect, extend, challenge, what you thought about this video connected to these prompts. Connect, extend, challenge is another way to say a KWL chart, what you know, what you want to know, and what you learned by watching the video. So connect would be the K. How are the ideas connected to what you already knew? So what you know. Extend, what are new ideas? What do you want to know? And challenge, what is still challenging or confusing to you, what you learned or what you want to learn about. So using this video, you're going to just answer these prompts and post it in the discussion. Again, here's the discussion prompt, and you know where else you can go. This is also saying that you can absolutely comment on other people's, and you are encouraged to do that. So remembering your accountability talk protocols, and it's not showing up there for me. This was something that we did in Unit 1, Activity 1. And it just is about how you can comment appropriately and or ask questions of someone. You can agree or disagree with someone. All of these are possible options in your responses. And also, while we're on that topic, responses are also worth marks. So not only posting, but then you've got to respond. And so that is how you earn full marks, is by engaging in a discussion. It's not just one way. So last but not least, that was number 2. Discussion. We've got the last one. So it's going to talk a little bit about bias and equity and fairness in accessing information or research. There is not an assignment on this, but this is really important information. So you can read through that information. However, it is leading us into what is important. So let's just scroll down a little bit so that we know what we're doing. We are going to participate in a discussion called Anticipate. And in Anticipate, you're going to learn about a researcher's name whose last name is Spitz. And so we want to learn about Spitz's research and then answer these questions. And you're going to post that in the discussion. So let's go back up and figure out where we find that information. So number 1, there was a lot of print information. And I know that everybody learns differently, so there's lots of information there. You can also do additional research using some of these key tips and terms right in here throughout this whole part in order to be able to research this a little bit. I have posted a video. There was very limited because it's from 1952. So there's very limited video explanation. However, I have posted a video warning just because there may be some visuals in there that you may not feel comfortable with. It does talk about children and children's development, specifically babies. And after reading through, you might understand a little bit more. So the video is there. It does not have sound. It's not got someone talking through it. It's old, but it will somewhat show you, and you can read through some of the research of Spitz. Another thing that I have included are 2 websites that you can actually access as well about Spitz's research and sort of where it went. So there's some extra information there. So using the text, using the video, and then possible websites and your own research, you're going to answer these questions and post them in the discussion. And that is the work for this week in looking at various viewpoints and the work of social scientists. Please don't hesitate to email me, to reach out either in the VLE or outside in Gmail. If you have any questions, I am happy to guide you through, and hopefully this video has shown you what you need to work on.